into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Culliver. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after throwing that incompletion down here on the 1-yard line, if you're on the offense, let's get back to running the football. Let's see if we can be the more physical side, get some push up front, and run this thing in for a touchdown.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked. Kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
At the 42, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the field.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the right. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Breaks the tackle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Oh, spin move. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Here's a heat. Grab near the marker. It's Boyd. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Might as well stick with him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on second and short. Showing the arm strength down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Iowa! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Whitted. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Here comes the heat. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the misconnection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics and fourth down, saying go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
On the run, it's Harvin. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Pitt right back to the line. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
It's good. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 31 to Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. All kinds of time before he fires right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Under fire. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. This time on target. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as